Away from the frenzied turmoil of Westminster and arriving into the freezing maelstrom of Ukraine, the Prime Minister may see international diplomacy as a sort of welcome distraction, but his meeting with the Ukrainian president carried a profound importance. 100,000 Russian soldiers on the border, the threat of war hanging in the air.
It goes without saying that a further Russian invasion of Ukraine would be a political disaster, a humanitarian disaster. In my view, it would also be, for Russia, for the world, a military disaster as well.
And if that felt bleak, then the Ukrainian leader, with an army of more than 200,000, raised an even starker spectre.
I
openly say that this will not be a war between Ukraine and Russia. This will be a full-scale war in Europe.
Britain has offered more aid to Ukraine and says Russia must back down.
In recent days, Ukraine's president has been telling people to be calm, and Western allies have emphasised the power of economic sanctions. The tone here felt very different. The message being sent to President Putin was that any invasion of Ukraine risks tipping this whole region into a long, complicated and very bloody war.
The Russian leader was conducting his own diplomacy today, welcoming Hungary's Viktor Orban and insisting that the crisis was actually all the fault of NATO.
As you know, we have been promised by NATO that it will not advance its infrastructure 1 inch further eastwards. Everybody knows that. Today, we see where NATO is. Poland, Romania, the Baltic states. They said one thing and did another thing. As the people say, they played us, simply lied.
The military build-up continues on both sides of the border. De-escalation has become a political buzzword. It's talked about a lot, but there's no sign of it happening. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Kyiv.